Today's hike is to Montezuma's castle, just a short hike. And why it's called Montezuma's castle, not sure. It was a rainy day, but got there. If you're interested, Montezuma was actually a Mexican monarch that died in 1520, about 100 years after the people left this area. He was captured by the Spanish conquistadors, where he lived in what is now Mexico City.
Timeless beauty.
It's just a short hike down the concrete path, and you get there.
Nice trail down here. Sycamore trees are spectacular. And you can actually see it up in the distance there. And it always tells you to stay on the trail, but I never see any of those snakes. But this is Montezuma's castle. Just a short little hike around a little loop, but it's a cool place to see.
If all you want to see is the castle, you could probably do it in about 5 minutes. I usually only spend about 20 minutes here, but it's a nice rest stop to get out of the car and stretch my legs before I head to my next destination in Sedona. This was one of the last places I took my sister Marjorie before she passed from cancer. As Dr. Seuss said, sometimes you'll never know the value of a moment until it passes. All this static is actually the rain coming down.
It's a rainy day today, but there's Montezuma's castle. Montezuma's castle became a national monument in 1906. Around the year 1400, people began leaving their homes here. 500 years later, the walls were still largely intact. The builders chose their home sites wisely, taking advantage of the shelter that a natural alcove provided. The majority of what you see today is original, and the castle is thought to be one of the best preserved sites from the period, likely due to its inaccessibility.
I do always wonder how the people lived up on the side of a cliff, climbing up and down. But there was more than just that cliff dwelling. These are the people next door.
This would be the people next door. See, there's little bits of stone walls here. There's one of the, I forget what they call those, they grind the corn. But just more ruins. No climbing.
As evidenced by these ruins, not everyone lived on the side of the cliff, but there's information to tell you about all of this. And if that's not enough, this also had audio.
Off at the edge here, we have Beaver Creek. More of the Arizona sycamore. Just spectacular looking. They've got a shade structure you can actually sit under and look up at the castle.
Next is a netleaf hackberry, host plant for the emperor butterfly. Had many uses as dye, and the people ate the berries. They also used the bark to make sandals. This is a cat claw mimosa, not to be confused with the cat claw acacia, but the signs are informative. Here's a juniper tree. Next is the four-winged saltbush, the source of both food and medicine. When chewed and applied to insect stings, the leaves can relieve pain. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Montezuma's castle. Have a great day.